For some reason this week, Fox News decided to make an entire segment out of the fact that a single college kid from the state of Connecticut has switched his voter registration from Democrat to Republican. The student in question is a man by the name of Holden Culotta. And Mr. Culotta he was a Democrat. Now he's registered with the Forward Party, Andrew Yang's thing. But Fox News felt that this was such a momentous occasion that one dude left the Democratic Party that not only did they run a story about it, but they interviewed him on Fox and Friends, and then they did a complete write-up on their website by writer Amy Nelson about Mr. Culotta switching parties. One college kid from Connecticut is suddenly headline news because, hey, I'm not a Democrat anymore. That's what Fox News considers to be news. So take a look at this clip. This is Mr. Culotta explaining, why he's there and who he is. So here it is.
Well, over the last year, more than 1 million people have switched from Democrat to Republican, many others becoming independents or another affiliation, including our next guest. His name is Holden Culotta. He was a Democrat, but now is registered as a member of the Forward Party and joins us now. Hi, Holden.
Good morning, Ainsley.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Tell us first a little bit about yourself, how old you are, what you do, and why you decided to change parties.
So I am 21 years old. I'm a sophomore in college in Connecticut and a bartender. And I have never felt that I could have faith in either of the two parties. I felt like the system was not sustainable, and I think we need a pretty dramatic change before something can work again.
Why do you identify with the Forward Party, and what is this party? A lot of people haven't heard of it.
So the Forward Party is about voting reform. They're saying that partisanship is the issue, not one party or the other, but partisanship on both sides is just setting the two sides against each other, and they're not able to get anything done. And so,
oh, that's right, Mr. Culotta, right? He's just a regular college student from college in Connecticut. He's a bartender, and that's it, right? There's nothing more to your story, is there, Mr. Culotta? Right? It's not like you're leaving out vital parts of who you actually are, is it? Because, see, that's the immediate thing I began to think, right? Like, why would they bring on this individual to just say, hey, I'll switch parties? That's not even a story. So I thought, okay, this guy must be important. He must do something at the college. Maybe he's head of a college organization. There's nothing. Like, as far as I can tell, this guy doesn't even have a Twitter presence. But I did find one place where he does, in fact, have a presence. And that is on the Forward Party's website. On his own personal page on the Forward Party website, it reveals that Mr. Culotta was a campaign volunteer for Andrew Yang in 2020. Not a paid individual, so it's not like he's paid to go there and, kind of pull the wool over our eyes about who he really is, but he was a part of that. He went out and he canvassed for Andrew Yang. And oh, by the way, he's also a moderator on the Forward Party's Reddit page, on their subreddit. So he's not getting paid by the campaign, but he's damn sure done a lot for Andrew Yang's political ambitions. But he didn't mention that when he said who he is. I'm a bartender, right? Yeah. You're a little more deeply involved than that, and it's highly dishonest to try to portray yourself as anything other than what you actually are. But the big point of the segment, of course, that Fox News was trying to show us is that, hey, people are leaving the Democratic Party in droves. And before they brought on Mr. Culotta, they did talk about the fact that 1 million people this year have left the Democratic Party and switched over to Republicans. And that is a horrifying number, right? We've lost 1 million Democrats. And it's true, we have. But what Fox isn't telling you is the other part of that story. Because while 1 million people have left the Democratic Party and gone over to the Republican side, you've had 630,000 leave the Republican side and go over to the Democratic side. So you still have more Democrats who've left than Republicans, but it's only a net gain of 370,000 voters spread out across 50 states. That's really not much. And actually, compared to the usual party exits that we see after a party wins the presidency, their party tends to lose voters who go to the other side. This is actually relatively small compared to what we've seen in years past. But we've only heard about the million number, right? 1 million Democrats have left because people are so sick of them. And nobody wants to talk about that other side, about the 630,000 Republicans that have left to become Democrats. Because that, I think, is just as important as the 1 million Democrats that have left. But all that being said, if Mr. Culotta wants to be a member of the Forward Party, he absolutely can do that. I just think he needs to be a little more forthright about how he is involved with it and how he has his own, sub-page on the Forward Party's webpage. I know anybody can really go and do it, but he needs to be more honest about what he is and how much he does support Andrew Yang. Because it's very clear, based on his previous work with Yang and now his move over to the Forward Party, that he didn't leave the Democratic Party because, oh, I'm sick of them. You left because you like Andrew Yang. And that's fine. If you want to do that. But be more honest about it. And you're talking about how partisanship is the big problem. Cool. The Forward Party doesn't even have a platform, though. You're following a personality. I would rather deal with partisanship than a cult of personality, which at this point is all that the Forward Party actually is.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.